I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. When you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. Just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Heart so bleed. Hi everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's so nice to see you back here again. I don't know why I'm saying that because I can't see you in real life. Thank you so much for joining us. We thought that we would do this week a Q&A video as some of you had some questions that you wanted to know the answers to. So we thought we would write them down and film the answers. Oh, I think she's done a poo. She might have done a poo. Let me have a look.
No, it looks clueless.
Okay.
Right, so let's get to it. Right, so the first question, why Bulgaria?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so when I think about the reason why Bulgaria, like people have asked us before, why Bulgaria? And I think a lot of the times it isn't actually, weirdly enough, it's not where we're going, it's the reasons why I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here, you know, just doing a 9-to-5 job where I barely see my wife and barely see my kids, and then before I know it, the kids are going to be going to school, and you know, I didn't do well in school, and I don't want to kind of force them into that. So for me, it's the fact that I want to go somewhere different, break the habit, and you know, see how life can be rather than just continue living how people have always lived. It's the location and the price. So the price to live there, it's one of the poorest countries in like EU. So to buy a property, you can pay pennies in comparison and get an incredible amount for your money. And I've always thought the balance of work and, you know, living is so off in this country. You work, you know, 40 hours a week and get no time to yourself. Like, mental health is just, it's not important. Whereas for us, I think it's very important. So if we can spend less money to survive each month, then we get more time to live. And with it being in Europe, we've got doorways to everywhere. You know, you can literally jump in a car and go anywhere, see different cultures. And I want the kids to grow up with that on their doorstep and not being afraid to just be like, oh, I'm going to go and travel for a little bit.
The reason Bulgaria came on our radar at first was because we'd seen other YouTube videos of van life and people creating their own homesteads, and a lot of those videos were in Bulgaria. So even before Cici was born, we were watching YouTube videos of people living and working in Bulgaria as an expat. So it's always been on our radar, and the universe is a funny thing, and it's just drawn us, it's just taken us to it. It's an amazing opportunity for our children to learn things and learn about history, a really rich history and culture as well, and all the traditions in Bulgaria we love too. So yeah, Bulgaria has always been on our radar, and we've finally managed to get there. So the next question is, what are our plans for schooling the kids? No, we're not singing Twinkle Twinkle right now, Cici. We don't want to put our kids into traditional school. There's a lot of reasons that we won't go into in this video, really, because it's just too long for one video. Maybe we'll do a separate one about schooling. But everyone who knows us knows that we plan to do homeschooling. We have other friends who homeschool as well. And yeah, so we don't really plan on putting the kids into school in Bulgaria or in England. We want to do everything from home, and the only reason we would want to put them in a Bulgarian school would be to learn the language. It's very important that to us that they learn and we learn the language too.
Learn the language and also the social side of it, just so they can get to know kids their own age.
Yeah, and also so that they integrate into the community and everything like that. So children in Bulgaria, I believe, don't go to school until they're 6 or 7 anyway. So Cece will be old enough to make her own decision as to whether she wants to go to school. And if she doesn't like it, then we'll just pull her out. It's no big deal for us. I work from home and Anthony will be at home as well. So we have the capability to school them from home. So why would we not do that? We love being with each other as a family. We have our own separate hobbies that take us away from each other enough time of the week. So schooling for us in an alternative way is very important. So yeah, maybe we'll do a separate video on our schooling thoughts.
Also, speaking to some of the Bulgarians, like their education and the fact that they've managed to keep that has been such an important thing to their culture that I'd want the kids to be a little part of that, you know. And
the alphabet, especially, the alphabet is a huge thing for the Bulgarians, and they have so many wonderful traditions and cultural elements within their community. So we really want the kids to learn those things as well.
What about work? So you can pick this one off, I guess. So
what do we do for work? So I work remotely. So I work as a freelance copywriter, and also, so I work as a freelance copywriter, and also I do narrations for Audible, which means I can earn English money, or American money. I actually get paid in dollars. I can earn an English wage in Bulgaria, and everything will hopefully work out that way. We can, for God's sake, Nova, what do you want? Oh, she almost threw up in my face there. Oh, don't put your hands in it. Oh, baby, don't put your eye. No, wait for a wipe. Oh. She's got it on in between her eyes.
Between her eyes?
Yeah. Yep. And in her hand as well. Put her hand in it. Don't look at me like that, you minger. So yeah, that's what I do for work, and that's what I'll continue to do for work while I'm over there. I mean, that's the plan. I'm very open to anything really, and I think as a freelancer you can just always be doing lots of bits and bobs that create the monthly wage, but I do get regular amounts of work that keep us ticking over every month. So that's what I'm doing. I really love it. I'm going to be also, oh God's sake, no.
Look at the bite marks in that, Laura.
Oh my God. Having a teething baby is like, it's really such hard work. And we're tired. They're tired. She wants to chew everything, including my nipples.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that, Novi. Look at that. Yum yum. So yeah, that's basically what I do for work, and we're hoping to also add a few different services to we're also hoping to add a few more strings to our bow by writing a couple of ebooks and also offering. Cease? Yep, you go take it. No, it's your. Oh, she's just confused between mine and yours. So yeah, we're planning on writing a couple of ebooks, and also we're. Oh my God, kids!
I appreciate you saying we're writing an ebook as well. I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, it's not you. I mean, you're helping with the content though.
Yes,
I'm just
true.
putting the words onto the page.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be offering birth and pregnancy coaching services. So we don't have the time or the funds to do a full-on doula qualification right now, but I would love to offer doula services. So instead, we're both going to be offering up our services as birth and pregnancy coaches, so we can consult with you about anything that you want to know about free birthing, home birthing, natural parenting, natural birthing, anything under that umbrella. And we'll maybe do a separate thing about that too. But if you're pregnant, or you know someone who's pregnant, or you want any advice, then that will be available through that service, and we'll put it on the website once the website is fully up and running, and we'll let you know about that. So yeah, lots of different things going on.
Yeah, I think something I would like to do alongside everything is, you know, possibly look at buying properties, doing up and selling them, because that's something I can do. And with the cost of properties being so low, you know, I could buy something for a couple of grand, spend a year doing it up, or a couple of years doing it up with kids, and then, you know, make a little bit of money doing that. And the prices of properties are going up in Bulgaria. They're saying that I think they were saying a lot of Germans are going over there, and the locals are actually buying the properties back. So the property price it's good. If you're looking to buy a place, like, go and buy a place now. Go and find somewhere, and even it just sitting there without you doing any work, the price of it will go up. So first thing is completing the house here, and also because we have a I can't think what it's called, but it's like a set rate mortgage for a certain period of time. That doesn't end until March next year. So if we sell the house any sooner than that, we'll incur fees. So that's the plan for selling the house. And at the moment, you know, if you might have seen some of our little videos on Facebook, that we're currently looking for a van. So the plan is to, you know, by next year, like March, April, May, we will have this van converted, we can sell the house, and we can drive over to Bulgaria. We go with the flow. If something's doesn't feel right, then anything could happen, and we put it back a couple of months. But that's the ideal for us, is getting the house sold in March, driving within a couple of months from that point.
So the next question that we have is, will you stay vegan when you're in Bulgaria? And for me, the answer is 99.9% yes. So the reason I say there's that 0.1%,
99.9, so
0.1%. That 0.1% is just because there are barriers as soon as we go over to Bulgaria, such as the language and the availability of what things we can get. So when we went on holiday there, it was actually quite easy to be vegan, but there are sometimes moments where we buy something and I've misread the ingredients. We only speak a limited amount of Bulgarian, and there's inevitably a little bit of milk powder or something in something that we've bought. I will never eat meat or fish ever again. I don't think I could do that again. We've been vegan for probably about 8 years now. Yeah. So it's something that, as with ethics aside, for my body, it feels wrong. Like, we've eaten stuff that's accidentally had milk or egg in it, and I can tell when it's had something in. I can taste it and I don't like it. So I personally think, yes, we will stay vegan as long as it is, what's the word? It's where possible. If something is impossible for us to be vegan, then we have to eat. But as we've seen in Bulgaria, it's quite easy to be vegan. So yes, we will stay vegan. Just the 0.1% will account for the accidents, basically.
I think for me, because we've spoken about meat and fish, 100% no, I just couldn't do it. For me as well, I was lactose intolerant as a kid. And like you said, we've had things because we try not to waste. We don't want to waste food. No. So I've eaten things that I've been like, okay, I know this has got a bit of milk in it, but it was going to be thrown out. And then I was not good the next day. So for me, I can't even have anything that's got dairy in it. No, and the kids, I think, are maybe slightly intolerant as well. So we just need to stay away from that stuff. Yeah. The eggs from the chickens, we plan on having chickens and things like that. I don't know if we'll eat them. It's like a situation. We'll probably feed them back to them and offer them to neighbours. So it's probably not going to be something that we go down that route of. Trade it because we've seen that we can eat very well where our house is in Bulgaria. And I don't see. We did speak about we're going to have to be flexible because we don't know what's available. But we're happy that we can be vegan in Bulgaria. Are you having more kids? You want me to start this?
Yeah, why not?
So the next question is, are we having more kids? And honestly, right now, I think we've spoken about it, and no head shake. I don't think so. I think 2 works well right now, you know.
You do not know the meaning of tired until you have 2 children that are under 3 years old. I take my hats off to people who have 3, 4 more children under 5. I don't understand how you do it.
I always wanted like loads of kids, and then you have kids and you're like, no, I'm good. You know, I'd love to have more kids, but I think, you know, logistically this works right now for us. We've decided that we're not going to talk about having more children for another 3 years until Nova is old enough that she's not as dependent on us anymore. There's also the environmental aspect. One of the main reasons why we want to go to Bulgaria and have an off-grid home
is that because we're passionate about being more eco-friendly and living a sustainable life, because more of us should be doing that, because how is the earth going to exist with us all on it? So how could we possibly have more children when we have no idea what their future is going to look like in terms of how hot the earth will be, the resources that will be available to them? It's worrying for me as a parent. So
we need to really focus these next few years on making ourselves sustainable, like self-sufficient as best we can, and which we can't do that if we've got time. You know, she's coming up 1, but any more kids younger than her, it's gonna prolong everything, and we're not gonna be able to do the garden and things like that, so we can grow our own vegetables. And
so the answer is we would love to have more children in an ideal world, but I like to sleep, which I don't get a lot of at the moment anyway, and we don't get to spend any time with each other. We don't sleep in the same bed right now. We have a child in each bed, each of us, so it's very hard for us to have a relationship and also to give them both equal amounts of time. So you
said something yesterday that was like, we spend every moment together but not a second together.
No,
so it's hard.
It is really hard. So hats off to anybody who has lots of children, and it's a maybe, but I'm not sure.
It's a lower than 50%.
Yeah, I don't think so. So if you have anything else that you want to know, please ask us below in the comments or on Instagram or anything like that, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. We're also going to be doing a podcast really soon. It's going to be mainly focusing on our parenting journey and being... Have you heard the term neurospicy? Instead of neurodivergent,
no, I haven't
I'm
heard
neurospicy. As and our journey as neurospicy parents, both of us have multiple mental
issues.
So it's not funny. It's really not. But yeah, we're neurospicy parents, so our podcast is going to be focusing on that really. So watch out for that. And also, you can now become a fan on our Patreon. There are 3 different levels, and you get different perks for each of those. So that was Nova saying she wants you to be a fan on our Patreon. So you can choose a level, and you get the perks to reflect that level. Please do that. Do that. Please do that for us, because it helps us to keep continuing. Oh my god, I can't talk today.
Oh, she bit my finger.
She came out my vagina. Please do that, because it helps support us when we're making content. So that would be really great if you could subscribe to our Patreon. Please also go to our Instagram, which is We Are Growing Wild, and Facebook is also We Are Growing Wild, I believe. We Are Growing Wild. And yeah, that's it for this time. Next time, hopefully we'll have a van by the next video. And hopefully...
At the end of the day, hopefully we'll have a van.
Hopefully. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Please also head on over to our friend's YouTube channel, Our Derelict Dream. They're over in Bulgaria and have been for a little time, and their page is awesome, and their videos are really helpful if you're planning on going over to Bulgaria. They've also set up a service that helps you with visas and things like that, so please head on over there and show them some love, because we love them too. So yeah. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate you watching our videos. Please click the like button and tell your friends, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!
Bye!